This is Jamie Steinberg with Starry Constellation magazine. Wendy, your portrayal of Gus last season, towards the end especially, was just so poignant. Have people been reaching out to you to tell you how relevant, not maybe the burning the house down part, but how they relate to this journey that Gus is going to begin?
Yeah, I love exploring characters like Gus. She's different from anyone I've ever played. And I had so much support with Schuyler and Genevieve and Leah, to be someone who is just so closed in and so just has so much trouble showing any emotion. And that was such a cathartic moment. And I think it was a great metaphor, for having to like burn down your house if that's what it takes to just get rid of all this old trash that you've been holding on to for so long that's holding you back. And what I love about this season is it really is the power of redemption, and to know that you're not stuck forever with your same old ways. If you see that your life isn't working for you because you're just holding on to the wrong stuff, you have a chance to start over. And I just love reminding others and myself that that's always a possibility.
Skylar, where do we pick up with Amanda this season? She's been through the ringer a lot with her personal life and her family.
Yeah, everything's changing for her in a lot of ways. Amanda has some stuff to reckon with from last year for sure, and some things to move through, but she gets a chance to step into her power and to really discover herself in a new way that she never has before, especially not as an adult, and discover some things about herself that she kind of always pushed down. So.
Wendy, you seem to have a new roommate this season. What's it like sharing a house together for for Amanda and Nancy? Excuse me, for Nancy and Gus.
And Gus and Nancy were arch rivals for all these years since we were in high school. So the fact that she was so magnanimous and such a maternal, wonderful, gracious human that she took Gus in when she really, really needed a friend. And I think secretly Gus was just so happy, even though she's still kind of cantankerous. But they are such a funny roommate. We really are kind of like the odd couple living together. But it was a great opportunity for a lot of humor, and of really showing how you can choose your sisters. There are I have chosen sisters who are as close to me as blood relatives, and sometimes more so. And Nancy filled a huge need in Gus's life and helped her open up her heart again and let herself be vulnerable. And that's the only way to live. You're going to get hurt sometimes, but otherwise you're just living a half life.
Skylar, what does this Chicken Sisters expansion mean for the family?
It's exciting. It gives us a chance to all be working together as a team. And so we get to really be there for each other in new ways. There's less of a rift between everyone and more of like this incredible camaraderie and working together. And it's kind of like the girls versus the boys a little bit, which is fun. Um, but yeah, it was just so fun to work with the women and just to see all those relationships grow the three generations, because I have a daughter as well in the show and working with my mom, my mother-in-law, my sister.
And I think it's interesting too to see how this strange family that had been at odds with each other for all these decades suddenly become the real heart of the town. It's like
Mm.
the fact that they're now no longer split, they're coming together gave them this kind of awesome center of Merrimack, and they are the core of this community. And this becomes clearer as the season goes on.
And it's so interesting too because the dynamics, I mean, we're all so different. And, May and Amanda are like yin and yang, and so are Nancy and Gus. And it's like it's just exciting. It's fun and funny and all the things.
Wendy, every episode of Chicken Sisters is so special. Is there a particular one you're most proud of the work you put in this season? Maybe it's the premiere here coming up because it's the return.
I love that, but I have to say that later on, there have been a couple episodes where I really do let my armor fall, and I get to reconnect with my daughters, which is such a huge, huge part of this because I have put myself behind a wall for all these years and denied myself the joy of being close to these girls who I love so much, but was unable to express that. And and there's a man who comes back into Gus's life uh, a little later, actually coming up right after two, I believe. Oh, I think he came in two. I think for all the women this season, there's this opportunity for romantic love that has hasn't been there for them in a healthy way.
Ooh, that's a great, a great tease to come.
No,
Skylar,
still want to
this is such a special series for the both of you, and everyone a part of the show just feels like a little bit of home for people during this difficult time. So thank you both so much for being a part of this special series and bringing such a little bit of light and laughter to our lives.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
go.
watching.